only focus on the process. I want you to only put your focus on the process, on the journey. I want you to only focus on the process. Yeah, the process is, while you're working towards the process, or while you're in the process, yes, you're working towards a result. But don't always, it, to get real work done, yeah, you want the results. But once you're so deep and locked into the process, it's just about, I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. I'm gonna do it again. Go harder, go harder, go harder, go harder. And you're not getting fatigued. And if you're sore, if you're sore, your legs hurt you, your hands hurt you, your muscles hurt you. If there's aches, if you're sick, if you're not in the right mental frame of mind at that time, it wouldn't matter, because you've adapted the ability to just dwell and just work in that process. I've said it before. I've said this before, is that I've said this before, and I'll say it again, is that it's really it's really crazy how many persons wants the results but don't want the process to get the results. They want to skip past the result. They just want to skip past the process and jump right ahead to the result. It really is. And it's sad. It's sad. Same way. That how everybody wants. Nobody wants the lessons. Nobody wants the lessons or adversity. Everybody wants to skip it over. You can't skip over these things. You want it immediately. But things that are of worth always takes time. It doesn't take things that are of worth doesn't take time. Sometimes it doesn't take time to come. Most of the time, it takes time to come all of the time, because it's something you're trying to achieve, something great. You're trying to achieve something beyond average, that surpasses average, because you're leaving you're leaving average behind. You're completely leaving average behind. And that's what it is. Everything that's of worth usually takes time, and you cannot want to skip the process. Let me tell you the differences. There's a difference. Think of it. You're at work, right? Two persons. The employee of the month, I would say the employee of the year, and then the average worker. Right? Think about it. It correlates to anything. The employee of the year, the average worker. So the employee of the year is tired and exhausted, just like you. The employee of the year might have children, just like you. The employee of the year, everything that you're feeling, everything you're going through. Sometimes you have bills to pay. Sometimes you feel too tired. Sometimes you feel like slack off. The employee of the year, he feels the same. That's the number one employee of the company. He feels the same, just as much as you feel. And you can put it to sports too. He feels the same just as much as you feel. He or she feels just the same way how you feel. You're tired, you're hungry, you want to use the bathroom, you want, like, you start to get headaches randomly, start to get cold because the AC in the building is a bit cold, start to get hot because the AC is not cold enough, temperature changing. The employee of the year feels exactly the same how you feel. He wants to, as soon as he or she clocks in, they want to clock out too. They want to stay in bed a little bit longer. But the thing that differentiates it is that they're doing the work too, and you're working. I'm not saying that, but you're working. But they're so locked in on their work that they block out all the external. They block out how much their body aches. They block out the argument that they just had with their spouse. They block out the terrible thing that's happening at home. They block out everything, and they just stay. They just stay, and they dwell in the state of flow. There's something called the flow state. They just stay and they dwell in the state of flow. And that's what the employee of the year does. And that's the difference in the terms of the person now. The person, because everybody wants the results. Why would you want the results of being an employee of the year? Like, come on, you're working. You would be glad to make that achievement. I would be glad to make that achievement. But the difference is that employee of the year feels the same way as you feel. That person that's working harder than you, that's being more acknowledged in the company more than you, or any endeavor, it could be in your sports team, that person is working way, way, way harder than you. And the thing is, they are tired, they're just as tired as you. But you are focusing on the results, skipping past everything else. When the results gonna come, if you just lock in on the work. If you focus only on the work, the results gonna come. And then you don't put a time frame. Then you discarding the time frame on the results. You're working so much. They realize, wow, I want to do more work, and I can't believe that it's time for me to clock out. I swear, I just got into work. That's how I be feeling every single day. Every day, it's so hot. It's really a moment where I come to work and I'm like, wow, the time is moving so slow. No, when I'm working and I'm locked, as soon as I'm working, I'm locked in. Then I'm like, wow, is lunchtime already? Go lunch, come back. I'm like, wow, work finished already? I swear, I thought I had more time. Because that is how it is when you lock in. When you lock in, the time, you don't focus on the time. The time just come. You don't focus on the results. The results just come because you're doing what's needed. You're doing what's must. You're just enjoying the process in itself. And that's the thing. Enjoy the process. Live in the process. Live in the process. Live in the moment. Because what you do today, what you do every single day, it matters, and everything compounds. Every single thing compounds. Because if you're the person that you want the employee to year status, but when it comes to work, you're thinking about, wow, I have 2 more hours in work. This is time is moving so slow. Time is moving slow because you're not working while in the process. There's a difference. This person that actually work within the process, and the people that just try to barely get by in the process. They're just waiting for the process to end. If you love the process, you're not waiting for it to end. Because it doesn't even become a part where you wait, because you don't wait for it to end because you start to love it. And you start to loving it. You love the process. You begin to love the process. We start to work, and focus only on doing the thing that's needed. Though you're tired, though you're sore, though your body aches, you only focus on the process. Step by step, day by day. This is what matters. This is what matters. Don't adopt the modern disease of people, and especially, I have to say this, especially these young people. I'm young too. I'm young. I'm 22. Like, I'm 22. I'm not a millionaire as yet. I'm not a millionaire as yet, but it will come. And the thing is, I'm not chasing it, but it will come, because you just do the thing that compound, you do the thing that needed, and everything attracts. Everything would compound over time. But what I'm saying to you is that these young persons out there, if you're younger than me, if you're 21, 22, 20, okay, yeah, you've seen social media, everybody have this, everybody have that. Like, this person have this best car, house, they showing, doing Instagram posts with 50K. Maybe you might not even have 10K in your bank account, maybe not even 5K. However, your process is your process alone. Trust your process. And as I'm always coming back to this quote. This quote is that there's more than one path to the top of the mountain. You can become a million. You can reach the top by being a doctor, by being a principal, even by being a lecturer, by being a teacher. You can reach the top. Look at Angie Huberman. He has 200 and something million subscribers on his YouTube channel, and he's a lecturer at, I think it's Stanford University, if I'm not mistaken. It's like there's more than one path. It don't just need to be an athlete. It don't just need to be a doctor. You don't just need to be a lawyer. You can own a couple of businesses, small businesses that are not big on the social platform, and still be a role model or be somebody of worth within your community. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. To you younger persons out there, focus on your process. And I'm begging you, I'm urging you. Take one step at a time, take one day at a time. Yeah, you want the results, and I want the results too. But it will come when it's supposed to come. Everything takes time. And as I said, everything of worth takes time. Anything that's of high achievement, anything that's of a high status above average, it usually takes time. But what you must do, you must just trust it. Trust the process. Trust your process. Trust the process. I'm urging you to trust the process. I'm urging you to discard of the results. Like take it out of your head. Just do what's needed every day. Do what's needed. Do what's needed of you every day. And the results gonna be like magic to everybody else. And to everybody else that's watching, it's gonna seem like it comes happen so fast. When all on all factuality, it actually took a very long time. But when it comes to you, you'll be like, wow, I I made it. I made it. Wow, it's amazing. That's when it comes, you'll be like, when it comes, you won't feel. That's the thing. Like when you truly enjoy the process, when the results come, you're grateful because you know where you were before and you know how bad you wanted it and you know how much you worked for it. But in the same sense, it doesn't make your heart skip a beat. The only thing that makes your heart skip a beat when the results come is how much you truly went through. Is the thing that you went through to get there. When you look back and you think about the things that you went through to get where you are today, or to get the results that you wanted, that is what makes your heart skip a beat, not the results itself. The process and the journey of you looking back in retrospect of how you got to that destination is what makes your heart skip a beat. It's what matters most, and that have more impact on you than the results itself. The journey will always have more impact on your life than the results. The journey will always have more impact on your life than the results. Keep going. We're in this together. And you seeing me start from the bottom, from zero to here. If you've been a subscriber from since I had 100 subscribers, 50 subscribers, you've seen the growth. Like I'm on 400 something subscribers now. And I'm grateful. And everything takes time. Everything compounds. Yes, not a million. Yes, not 1,000. Yes, not 10,000 as yet. But it takes time. Like, say somebody might say something. Like, yeah, they say something. And still do what you have to do. I'm still doing what I have to do. I'm still doing what I need to do to get where I want to be at. And you do the same. Everything of worth takes time. Keep going.